Right, good afternoon. It's Friday afternoon. It's about the 21st of June, and this is my first session on the rivers this year after having an operation last week. I've come down onto the Dorset Stour, upstream of near Christchurch, and within 5 minutes of starting to walk up the beat away from the car, I found some large chub, shall we say. What I've done is I've started feeding a few 8mm pellets over there. They've all spooked off, so I think they've seen it more than once. But I'm going to try fishing, little pellet waggler, pinging a few 8mm over there. I'm going to give that a go for half an hour. Yeah, and if anything good happens, I'll show you. If it doesn't, then I'll be moving around quite a bit and just having a look. So until later, ciao for now. Right, bit of an early evening update. Not a lot's happened, to be fair. I've fished, I think, 5-6 swims. I've had a bang in here. I've had a knock in another swim. I missed a couple of bites on the waggler before that went horribly wrong. I've realised I've left my barbel rod at home, so if I do night fishing, it'll be with a quiver tip rod on a bite alarm. Yeah, it's all good. I've seen lots of stuff. Saw a couple of substantial chub in a couple of swims. So yeah, it's all good. It's just a case of bouncing around. I've had a couple of problems with, because it's double banked along here with free fishing on the far bank. I've now had a couple of lure anglers who have decided to drop in opposite me and then start casting across, and there's no point shouting because it's free fishing. But it's, yeah, lack of etiquette, shall we say. It's a bit frustrating. Especially when you're actually watching the chub spook off and chucking in lures. Anyway, whinging. Got to stop doing that. I will update you if I catch anything. Should be a fun night. Right, I'll stop whinging now. Catch you in a bit. Hooray! Finally success. He's what, £3, £2.5? Right, let's get him back. Here we go, number 2. A little bit bigger, but he needs to go back because he's very, very, very angry. Right, bit of an evening update for you. So I've moved swims again. I went into the one that I started in this afternoon, a little while ago. Changed over to the, to a lead clip and a boilie on a lead clip. And I had a pike take my lead, cut me off. So I've moved into this swim, which is a little channel behind an island. It's reasonably clear of weed. I've had a couple of bangs already. Just had a fish roll downstream as well, so it's looking really good. I'm going to give it a couple of hours. If nothing happens, I might go and just set the bed up next to the car. Get a good night, get a couple of good hours sleep. Yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, I'll update you if anything good happens. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow morning somewhere else, possibly. Right, good morning. It's about 6:30. As you can see, the scenery's changed. I'm quite tired. In that swim last night, got to about 11 o'clock. I'd had a couple of quick indications. And then I had a small chub of about £2. And after that, no more indications for about 45 minutes to an hour. So I decided to go to bed. So I slept next to the car, got up early this morning, had some breakfast, and I've come down here. Well, up here. Yeah, started off on the waggler, gave that 30 minutes. Difficult to see the float in the light, and yeah, they're really not having it. So I've switched over to the tip, and I've not had an indication yet. It's not ideal. I'm going to give it another couple of hours and then probably go home before rush hour. So unless something spectacular happens, I will see you next time I'm out on the bank. So until then, ciao for now. Right, good afternoon. Today you join me on a new river for me. Well, new river for me in this era. That is the River Thames up near Lechlade. I'm chasing chub and barbel, bream, carp, tench, anything that'll eat a boilie basically. Rumours of big fish up here. Rumours of double figure barbel, £6 plus chub. So you've got to give it a go, haven't you? Especially when not really expecting much to be happening. However, I've chucked 2 mesh bags out on little inline bolt rigs. Typical Thames fare. There's a few boats coming up and down, so I've had to fish back leads on this margin to fish across to the far margin, but it's about 8 foot deep, so I should be out of the way of the boats now. And we'll see what happens. I've got, what time is it? It's coming up on 5 now. I need to be home by 10, so I'll probably give it a couple of hours in this swim, and I found another one back up towards the car that looked quite tasty as well. And yeah, that's it really. If anything good happens, I'll show you. If it doesn't, then I will see you on Friday. I'll probably be back down here. It will be a lot cooler. It's 30 degrees today. I'm getting a headache. I need some biscuits and I need a drink. So I'll update you later. Until then, Chub. Well, it's 5:30. I just had this little beauty at £3.5. Right, as you can see, bit of a swim move. I'm looking for somewhere a little bit faster where there might be an outside chance of a barbel. Had a bit of a weird indication on the right hand rod already. I've only had the rod in about 10 minutes, if that. However, downside, this lot are coming to join me, but hopefully they should just leave me alone. Right, update you when something good happens. Right, good afternoon. It's now Friday afternoon, about 3:30. You join me on another stretch of the Upper Thames. As you can see, this bit is not navigable. Same rigs as the other day, little inline leads, little mesh bags of boilies, and I've pre-baited a few swims and I'm just bouncing around. But I've got to be honest, I really do fancy this one. I've got an overhanging tree upstream that I've got a rod up behind. I've got an overhanging tree downstream which has got a deep hole underneath it. That's got the right hand rod on it. And I'm going to give it a couple of hours here. Possibly even have a cheeky snooze. If nothing else happens, you won't see much. If it does, then you will. And I'll see you tomorrow, if nothing does happen, somewhere else. So, until something does happen, ciao for now. There we go, just had one, £4 dead. Thank you very much. Here we go, fish number 2. About £2.5. Just moved into swim number 3 and had it within minutes. Right, here we go, swim number 3, bit of jungle warfare. I'm still fishing 2 rods, although I will be honest, if I come back down this stretch, I will probably just bring a quiver tip rod and some paste. Yeah, we'll leave it as that for now. Right, I'm going to give it another hour. I've had that little fish in here really quick. I hadn't even got the second rod in, so I'm going to give it an hour, see what happens, and then I'm going to go back into the swim that I was in a minute ago. Give that until I have to go, because I do fancy that for a big one. Right, if anything else good happens, I'll show you. Failing that, I'll see you later. Ciao for now. Right, just managed to snurgle number 3 out. It's about £3 again, 2 £3. Right, that's it. Nice little stretch of river. I'm going to go home now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, there you go. He's ready to go then. Right, see you tomorrow. Right, good morning. Saturday morning. Join me back down on the Hampshire Avon on a new stretch for me. Bit of an exploratory visit. Just stopped off in this swim, give it a go for 20 minutes whilst I catch my breath. It's taken me best part of an hour to get to here. It's not exactly been the easiest route. So yeah, like I say, give it a little bit of time here, and then I'm going to go for a wander and have a bit of a look. So if I don't catch anything, I will see you on Wednesday when I'll be back up on the Thames. So until then, well, until I catch something, ciao for now. That's about some of that. Nice little dace on the boilie. Right, good afternoon. It is now Friday afternoon. What's that, about 3:15? Join me back down on the Thames. As you can see, it's a bit of jungle warfare. I've on a stretch that I fished last week. I've done a bit of walking around, found a couple of spots I like the look of. Getting eaten alive by horse flies though, which is not too pleasant. I'm trying this one for about 10 minutes, just having a cup of tea. And I'm going to get the deeper out, see how deep it is, because I think it's about 15 foot deep where I've just chucked that, which is not ideal. And I've got a couple of snags downstream that I like the look of. And that'll be me. Right, bit of an update. I've moved swims, as is blatantly obvious. I'm back in the swim that I had the little chub out of last Wednesday out of here. 2 rods across the far bank, both with back leads on to get them out of the way of the boats. And yeah, I'm going to give it an hour or so here. It's only, what, 25 past 5 now. Just started raining. I'm expecting it to rain for a little while. So I'm going to hide here whilst it does so. Otherwise I'm getting wet feet. Right, I will update you when something good happens. Until then, I'm going to sleep. Well, just had a rip snorter, and it's that at about 6 ounces. Oh well, time for a move. Weather's crap, light's even worse. That's £3.5. Happy days, I haven't blanked. I'm going to get this back, give it another half an hour, and then I'm going home. Ugh, yuck. Right, it's Wednesday evening. Join me back down on the Hampshire Avon, chasing barbel but catching chub, as you can see here. That was a little over £3. So yeah, happy with that for a start. I've got about another hour. I've only got a couple of hours on here. This is why I'm here. It's a short walk from the car. And yeah, I've had, what, 2 bites, 2 proper bites now, and I'm getting a few indications. I'm getting eaten alive by midges as well. So yeah, if anything else good happens, I'll show you. If it doesn't, then I won't, and I will see you somewhere else on Friday. So whatever happens, ciao for now. Well, here we go. £5, 9 ounces, Hampshire Avon chub. Oh, it's worth staying on an extra half an hour. Well happy. Right, try and catch an even bigger one. Here we go, fish number 3, about £3. Going to quickly get him back and try to catch another one, because that's now both my rods out of the water. Well, good evening, it's Friday. Join me back down on the Hampshire Avon, chasing chub and barbel. Today's been a bit of a fraught day. My car was in the garage until 3 o'clock. Then it took me another 2 hours to get down to the river here. So I've only been fishing for about an hour and a bit. In that time I've caught a dace already on the downstream rod, on a boilie again. I've been getting plenty of little indications, which tells me there's lots of dace here, which is not ideal. And crayfish possibly looking at that left down rod at the moment. But we shall give it another hour or so. What time we are? We are at coming up on 7 o'clock. I'm actually thinking about sitting here until about 8:30 and then going home. If I don't see anything, or meh, it's one of them. I won't be out tomorrow, so I will upload this video this weekend, and yeah, I will see you next time on Avoiding the Blank, unless something good happens. So until whenever, ciao for now.